like this is that resting bitch face makeup. We'll have everybody talking. Like all of a sudden when you start wearing this makeup, all of a sudden you're just gonna have a shitload of haters and everybody's gonna know who you are. Like you're gonna be that bitch too. I feel like this makeup look is so inspired by my favorite baddies on Instagram, STXEF. Her name is Estefania. You guys should totally check her out. Like she's the reason why I'm actually doing like brights on my nails. And also follow STVY Gold. She cute as fuck. Like her outfits inspire me as well. I feel like she's just so trendy and high-end, really kind of something that she would wear. Again, not as much sparkle, but it's the type of makeup that you could wear and stunt online and stunt on Instagram, on InstaSnap, on Snapchat. Really love Salt. Just that her makeup is, I don't know if she does a wing liner. Like, I don't know if she has a tutorial of her makeup, but I really want to know the deets, girl. Spill 'em. She's so fucking pretty. Those are my top Instagram baddies that I'm always like stalking online. First and foremost, please excuse my wig. Like I'm gonna try not to get too close to the camera because I don't want you guys to see that my forehead looks ripply as fuck. Now, if you guys haven't ever installed a wig onto yourself, it is the hardest thing to do, and I've done it multiple times. Like I've watched tutorials. Maybe I'm using the wrong products, maybe it's the wrong type of wig, maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I just got my Botox done, which is why my forehead looks very still. I was getting so much love on the picture and people were like, I want you to do a makeup tutorial on this, so I'm gonna recreate this exact same look. Now this is a look that a lot of the Instagram baddies like to wear. It's very sparkly and it's very glam, so I think everybody is going to love the look. So I already went ahead and moisturized my skin, and this is a MAC strobe cream. It's in the color Gold Light. I really like this because it gives you a gold highlighty effect. It's very important for you to comb out your brows. I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush. This is one by Royal and Nickel. I'm using the Anastasia concealer. It's like a very thick consistency. You can also use MAC, the ones that come in the little like pots like that. And this is in the color 1.5. I like to add a lot of concealer when I'm dragging it downward because this acts as kind of like a base for the shadow. You should get something like this. And we're gonna go ahead and do the other side as well. I feel like brows is what takes me the longest, especially with looks like these, because I try to get my eyebrows as like perfect as I possibly can. When you're doing like a natural look, it's really not that big of a deal. And then I'm gonna go in with Makeup Shack T56 brush, and we're just gonna blend this out so there are no harsh lines. For the brows, I'm gonna be using Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Auburn, which is a lighter shade of brown. Like very lightly stroke, and have this brush out in handy because if you mess up, you gotta go back to clean it up. And then at the top of the brow is when I like to go fairly dark to really draw out the shape of it. Through the whole brow after I've like filled it in, just to soften it up. And then I'm going to conceal up at the top too, to really sharpen it up. And I'm using the same concealer that we used to carve out at first. So it should look something like this. So if you compare it to this eyebrow, it is very sharp and dramatic, and I really love brows like this. obviously, you know, if you're doing a brow like this, you want to make sure that you're fully in glam, so that way the full brow is balanced out, because we're going to be doing a heavy contour, lots of highlighting, lots of powder involved. Now to take off the excess concealer, because you know how sometimes it gets like clogged up right here, what I do is I grab a napkin and then I press it up against the eyebrow, and it takes off the perfect amount of excess concealer that needs to be removed, just so that way it's not like gunky or oily on that part. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow, and then I'll be right back. So I went ahead and finished my brows. They are nice and carved. Now we get to move on to like the shadow part. So I wanted to go over the 4 brushes that I used for the brows. I used the MAC 266 angled brush, and this is a Morphe spoolie. You can use a dry mascara one, doesn't matter. And then I already mentioned this one, and the Royal & Nickel flat eyeliner brush. It is in the number C450. I'm gonna go in with MAC soft ochre paint pot. This is literally like my ride or die shadow primer, and I'm going in with the new Morphe Glammed Out brush collection. I like to use these types of brushes that have the white hairs, and they're like dual fiber, because they work well with cream products. So I'm just gonna add that all over the lid, and then, oh shit, I applied a lot. And then I do have on some individual lashes on right now. They're kind of like the last of the lashes that I have hanging on for dear life. And then we're just going to blend that out. And then I'm also going to go over it with my finger, just because with cream products I feel like you still need to blend out with your finger. I'm going to take this just cream color right here. I like to apply this underneath my brows. This is like my favorite color, just to kind of set everything before I start to go in with the shadow. So I like to press it. I don't like to do swish motions back and forth, because this is going to help seal up that concealer that we used, and it's going to lock it in. And by pressing it, you won't mess up the shape of your brows. The palette we're going to be using today is the World Traveler palette by Anastasia. This came out like, I want to say a year and a half ago. I was pregnant around that time, so it might even be longer than that. But I really, really, really love this color right here. That is seriously my favorite color of life. When I want to be in glam, I use that. If you guys can't get your hands on that palette, you can also just resort to using the Stila cream shadow, and it is in the color Kitten Karma. This is super pigmented. Now this one is like a powder form, but I feel like they're pretty fucking similar. I'm gonna go in with the color called Morocco, and I'm using this crease brush by Moda Pro. I got this in a BoxyCharm box. So we're gonna take that color and we're just gonna blend it into the crease. And I like to start off on the outer corner of the eye and then just kind of work my way inward. A little bit does go a long way with these shadows, so I would recommend to just start off slow. And then everything will just kind of fall into place. Like when I first applied it versus now, you see how light that is, but you're able to blend everything out all over the eye. I can't stress it enough. To start off slow and then work your way up, because with the really intense color like this one, it can become a mess right away. And then just keep applying it. I believe this is like my second layer, and then I like to go in even more with like a more tapered blending brush, so that way I could really carve it out. Okay, so going in with my Morphe M433 brush. This is a must-have Morphe brush. I'm gonna take that same color, but we're just going to stab this to really get a better concentrate of the color, because this is the only color we're using in the crease. But by using multiple brushes, you're able to get like a different effect with just one color. Oh my god, and then I also wanted to mention I'm wearing my Don't Be His Pendeja merch shirt that is coming out on the 5th of November, which is this Sunday. Hello! And seriously, the love that you guys have been giving me with my merch is insane. And if you guys are happy about my merch, bitch, y'all don't know what's coming for you yet. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit of my MAC paint pot. I'm gonna go in with that same brush that we used to carve out the brows because I just want to add a little base for when I apply that intense color. And this is just gonna help make the application of the next color that we're gonna apply just go on much more intense. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm taking a flat shader brush, which is the Makeup Shack T6. And we're gonna really dig into that shadow, which is this color right here. So pretty. And I love to dig in there. Like, I'm not scared to get into this shadow. It's so beautiful. I like to keep applying until the intensity level is insane. Like, almost foiling the shadow. I did about 3 layers, so it's pretty intense already. Like, I don't know how the camera is picking it up, but in person it looks intense. I'm gonna do the same with the other eye. Okay, so now that the lid is completely saturated with this color, I'm gonna go back in with that tapered blending brush, which is the M433 by Morphe, and I'm gonna take that same crease color that we've been using. I believe it's called Morocco. Yeah, it is. And I'm just gonna stab it into the crease. Like, I'm not gonna do swish. I'm not gonna do windshield wiper motions because I want the shimmer to stay in place. And I feel like if I go like this, the shimmer gets in the crease and that's so annoying. So by sticking to the stabbing motion, you're just depositing that color and you're not really moving the sparkly, you get me? We're getting to the hard part, which is the eyeliner part. Now that one I can't really explain, but you guys can see how I do it because it is very intense for myself as well. I need to get a eyeliner. Now for this look, I used a brown pencil liner to tightline and then on the lower lash line as well, but I cannot find a brown eyeliner, so I'm just gonna use this black one by MAC. It is called Black Brilliance, and I'm gonna tightline the top waterline just to really darken this up. So when we do our lashes, there's no, you can't see your guerrero up here peeking through. So the eyeliner that I am obsessed with, I always use this one, is the Wet n Wild liner, which is very affordable. And since it dries out a lot, I always just like buy 4 of them every time I see them in stock. I just buy a shitload of them and then I leave them in my cajon. And whenever my liner dries out, and I like to do both eyes at the same time. Like, you guys are gonna see because I can't talk while I do this. I like to look down like this, so I have the mirror like this, so that way you can see everything on your eye. I draw a line like this, and then I go on the other side and I do the same. And it's okay if you don't have that fine point right away. What I like to do later is go back in with this brush and we flick it out. So that's kind of my method with the liner because I struggle with getting that fine point as well. The only thing with liquid liners, I get to be very careful because you could really fuck up your look. And I just like to clean off my lashes because they're so long. These are individual lashes. And that's the only thing that sucks about them. It is very intense doing wing liner. So if you guys aren't pros at doing your eyeliner, don't even trip because I feel like it's something that is going to be difficult when you're really good at it, when you're barely starting. So, I mean, I can try to give you as much advice as possible. Okay, so once I hit this point where I feel like the end of my wing isn't looking good, what I do is I pick up a little bit of that concealer that we have on the palette here with the same brush that we used to carve it, and what I do is I just drag it. So here, and you see how it extends that shit? It really cuts your eyeliner. So pretty. Love it. And everything just looks perfect. I feel like both of my eyeliners look fairly similar. I mean, it's hard to get them to be identical, I will say that. So as long as they're sisters, not twins, I'm good with that. You know what's funny is how people are like, everybody on Instagram looks the same. Like, bitch, we all bad bitches. No, you can't sit with us if you're acting like a bitter bitch. Like, I don't need your energy near my circle. Like, you know what kind of a state of mind it takes to get eyeliner looking like this? No, okay? Like, if your eyeliner don't look like this, bitch, we are not on the same level, honey. We are not on the same level. So I'm going in with Smashbox primer. It's the photo finish one. And I'm going to apply this like in my T-zone. Mostly where my pores are very visible. On the forehead. Smoke out the lower lash line before I get started with my foundation. I'm sad because I need to go pick up a brown liner. I can't fuck with black liner. I can't. I need brown liners. But this is just gonna work for now. So I'm doing this on the lower lash line. And then I'm also going to bring this down so we could smudge it with some shadow. So I like to diffuse it first before I apply the shadow. Just so I can get a nice fade going. And if you have small eyes, I would totally recommend for you guys to take this step because this really gives you that sexy, sultry eye. Very, very flirty. I'm going to take that same color called Morocco and I'm going to press it into that black. I'm so sad that I don't have brown liner. And I'm just going to keep packing it until it doesn't look so black anymore. And then I'm just gonna blend this out like this. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I want this orange to be very dramatic. And with the orange, because this is like an orange color, the one that we're using is called Morocco, it gives that brown effect. So don't beat yourself up too much if you don't have the brown liner, but you guys can see the difference between both eyes. So I'm going to do 3 pumps of my Frankie Rose foundation in the color Olive. I like to dot this all over my face. And then I do the bottom portion of my face first, including my neck. And then I work my way up to the forehead. And if you're wearing a wig, please be careful not to get it in your wig because that shit's annoying. Especially since it's blonde. Like when I get closer to the hairline, I have to use a brush. I was literally looking everywhere for these concealers. I have never tried the Shape Tape concealer by Tarte, which is why I was desperately trying to look for it. The normal concealer that I use on a regular basis is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin. I love it because it's just super silky. This is in the color Light Sand. I'm curious to see how it works because, I don't know, everybody says that they like it, but I have never tried it. See how it works. It's very thick, so right away I can feel it's very thick. I don't know if that's like pissing me off because I felt like it tugged on my face right now. It's very full coverage right off the bat. I feel like this color is way too light for me, possibly, but a little bit does go a long way, so maybe I shouldn't have applied that much. It's very tacky. It's not like that gel consistency like the Bare Minerals one is. I'm not really a big fan of very sticky concealers just because, I don't know, it makes me feel disgusting. Like I have on a shitload of makeup. Now for my contour, I'm gonna use this Makeupforever Pro Sculpting palette in the color 40. And I'm gonna use my finger to take this brown. And I'm going to apply it here. I just like to apply a little bit at a time and kind of just work my way up, because cream contours can become messy if you don't take the right steps for it. I'm going in with the MAC 130 brush to just blend this out. I feel like this brush works amazing for cream contour, and I know that Morphe actually has like dupes for the MAC one. So, and whatever I have left over, I'm just gonna use that on the nose because I don't really like to get too cute with the nose contour. I feel like it's a little much. And look at how sculpted I look already. I'm gonna dip my brush into a little bit of that brown concealer again, just so I can kind of bronze up the forehead right here. So for my highlight, I like to apply this cream. This is by Girlaktik, and I like to apply this before I set my full foundation because it just gives me that extra glow. And I use my beauty blender to blend that out. I really love this product.
Want some?
Yeah.
I got a new one.
You went to the dispensary?
Mm-hmm. I got a few. Don't drop it for vegetable. That's a big one.
Yeah. How much was it?
$50, but...
Damn, pawhead dad. We love to vape. I'm gonna use this on the other side. So pretty much wherever you're gonna highlight, that's where you're gonna apply it. And the translucent powder I'm using is the Chanel translucent. I really love this one over the Laura Mercier because I feel like this one is just so fine and milled. I just really like this one overall because this one is very thin. Like you can apply a bunch of powder, but it's super, está bien molido is what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to explain it in English. And then I'm also going to set my neck as well. Please always make sure to set your neck. It's very important. And then I'm just gonna dust everything off. And don't be scared because, you know, I'm looking powdery, but this is literally what's going to seal your makeup. So I'm letting my oils like absorb this. I'm actually gonna contour my face. This is my favorite bronzer to use. MAC Studio Fix powder in NC45. I just like to layer because if you just go in with the dark ass powder in your cheeks, you're gonna look like a fucking pendeja. So just take your time, please. And this does look a little bit warm. If you want to look bronze, this is a perfect color. But I'm going in with my Lorac Pro palette, and I'm going to take this contour shade right here. That way I can get a little bit of darkness right here. So it'll be more of like a contour. A tiny bit, like, no se pasen con los contour kits. Like a contour kit is just a little bit, like don't get cute. I just love it. I love layering bronzers because I feel like that's how you're gonna get the most airbrush effect. Oh, and this face brush that I'm using is the Smashbox Precise brush. I look fucking good. Look at those cheeks. Fucking cut. I'm living right now. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the face down. I'm gonna use my Tatcha spray because I feel like I'm very dry right now. The Tatcha one is really good if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, please be careful because this shit will bring your face back to life. I should probably add the blush right now because if you add the blush right now, I don't feel like it'll go on as harsh. This is my favorite Morphe blush brush. It's the E48. And I literally just apply the teensiest amount. I really like this blush. And this is in the color Luminoso. It's a peachy tone blush. I don't really believe in blushes. Like, I feel like I look very stupid when I wear too much blush. So I'm conservative with my blush. Like, I want it to look like, like I'm giggling a little bit, but not too much. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. So now it's time to apply the highlight. I'm gonna be using the DesixKaty collab. I layer my highlights. And of course, this is my favorite highlighting brush. I like to keep a light hand. I just hate when my highlight looks like a fucking Dorito. So on top of this, I'm gonna apply another highlight. And this is one by Anastasia, and it's the collab with Nicole Guerrero. I really love this glow kit. I use this glow kit all the time, especially in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm gonna take the color called Glow Getter, which is this middle one right here. And on a small shader brush, I'm gonna apply it on the inner corner of my eyes. This color is popping. Like, it is so intense. Like, this really opens up the eye. Really. Like, they changed the game with this palette. And I'm gonna drag it a little bit on the lower lash line. Just on the inner corner right here. And then I'm gonna use that same color and just apply this right here. Just a little bit, just to get that extra glow. I'm gonna use the same lashes that I was wearing. These are from New Balsam. I believe they're in Dragon Lee. And I'm going to really get on the glue because I hate when my lashes come off. If you guys really want to get that Instagram baddie look, please use mink lashes. These are the mink lashes by New Balsam, and they're 3D mink, which means that like they're fluffy all around. And really what makes up the look is the lashes. Like, I feel like if you have shitty lashes on, your look is not going to be complete, trust me. See how pretty that looks? I feel like Barbie, bitch. The mascara I'm using is the Better Than Sex mascara. I always use the Falsies one, but Too Faced recently been sending me stuff. But I really love the Maybelline Falsies mascara. So if you guys don't have this one, like, you know. But this mascara is really good too for like the lower lashes, for that wispy, spidery look. But it does dry out very fast. It dries out so fast, I think that's why they always send refills of the mascara. I like to do 2 coats of mascara. Actually 2 to 4 coats for my bottom lashes, because my bottom lashes are really small. And I like for the bottom lashes to be very spidery and very thick when I do put on these 3D lashes, because the 3D lashes are so intense. Like, you need your bottom lashes to match the lashes up at the top too. I'm like putting everything away because I'm legit flying out tonight and I have to celebrate Halloween with my little baby boy. He's gonna be a cat. MAC Strip Down and MAC Lipstick and Honey Love. That's my shit. Like, I fuck with this lip color so heavy. I think it looks so pretty on everyone. I feel like when I'm high, I do my makeup better than when I'm sober. If you guys don't own MAC lip liner and strip down, you need this color. I feel like when I die, I'm gonna be wearing this lip combo. So if I die, Ani, if you're watching this, because my sister said that she's gonna do my makeup when I die. Why am I getting so sad? Like, literally my eyes are starting to water. But you know, you gotta hook me up with this look. Like, when I die, you gotta do this look. So watch my tutorial And if you have light colored hair, blonde or anything light, it's gonna look so bomb because it's not too dark. Like, this is a nude, but like, it's so pretty with the stripped down lip liner. I don't know anything better than this lip combo. Look at how stunning that is. Like, and I adore how MAC lipsticks smell. They're my favorite. I am such a fucking whore for MAC lipsticks. Their shadows aren't that amazing, but their lipsticks are bomb. And I recently just got sent the holiday collection by MAC, which is so fucking dope. It came with 2 eyeshadows. Look at these little, these are body jewels. And then this is the cute little lipstick bag that it came with. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna put this lip gloss on. It comes with a lipstick, a lip liner, and a lip gloss. I love lip combos like that. Like, if you gift me MAC lipsticks or MAC lip liners and a lip gloss, I will fucking love you forever. So if you guys see me out on the street, or I ever have a meet and greet, or you know you're gonna see me, we're gonna see each other, y'all already know the drill. Hot Cheetos, joints, but if you wanna, you know, give me a blunt, you know, I'll do it for you. Snickers or Kit Kats, and now MAC lipstick products. Okay, this is called Ice Dream. So it's a very sparkly, this is so up my alley. I only fuck with nudes like this. And I'm just gonna apply this. It has some like little iridescent reflex. This is cute. Like I said, it's one of those lip glosses that just go with everything. When I got this package, because I had seen Karen opening up Isla Sarai on Instagram, I saw her open up her care package. And she, what the fuck was I talking about? I'm blown. That vape hit me. I really love this makeup. Like, look at it from that angle. Like, don't I look like a fucking queen? So this is the completed look. I live for looks like this. First of all, if you ever see me out at an event and I'm wearing makeup or I'm in glam, this is most likely the makeup that I'd be wearing, because it's still very natural, it's sexy. I feel like it's so glam and it goes with anything. And I really love how this makeup looks with like the trendy long sleeve shirts, because you can throw on some sweats, you can throw on some Vans and just call it a day. Like, when I'm like this, all I want to do is smoke weed and eat hot Cheetos, because I'm that bitch. And thank you guys so much for all of your support as always. Like, I would not be here today if it wasn't for you guys. You know, you guys have been fucking with me forever. In this video, I'm going to be gifting a long sleeve shirt that I'm wearing right now, and it says "Don't be a pendeja," which is a part of my new collection that's coming out on November 5th. If you guys haven't checked out my merch page, I will link it. If you are interested in winning one of the long sleeves, all you have to do is go follow the merch page and comment on the last merch page post, and then we'll be choosing somebody randomly, and I will be announcing the winners next Friday. If you guys do this look, y'all know what to do. Tag me, because I want to see it. And whoever can recreate it the best, I'm thinking we should be twins together and we can kick it. I want to do contests where like you guys win a dinner, like a dinner and movie date with me, and we can smoke, go watch a movie, and go out to eat. That would be so much fucking fun, actually. That would be so much fun. Okay, actually, we'll make that contest number 2. Whoever can recreate this look the best will win a dinner date with me. And I'll be buying everything, so don't even trip. Because when you kick it with me, I pay for everything, girl. You ain't even got trip test. We can do hashtag Jenny69 dinner, okay? Hashtag Jenny69 dinner. And again, you guys have until next Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.